Hi, it's Kimmy from Scrap Therapy. Hey, some of my ladies were asking about peel-offs and how to use them. Peel-offs come in a variety of different shapes and sizes, and they are simply the black outline, and actually silver and gold as well, they come in, but they're the black outline of an image or a shape. And then you can do a bunch of different things with them. I'm going to show you just kind of peel off basics 101 here, and just how to do a technique like this using the glitter. All right, so you can see the couple samples, and I have some more samples I'll show at the end. So the first thing that you need to do is you need a double-sided sheet of Sookwang. So when I say double-sided, it's because both sides of this are a sticky tape, so double-sided tape. They make the Sookwang sheet a little bigger than 8.5 by 11, so I trim off that extra ½ inch. It's at 8 by 11, just so that I can fit it onto my piece of cardstock. So this is step one. You're going to take the white piece of cardstock, just have it down on your table, and then I peel back just a little bit of the one film, the one side of the double-sided Sookwang sheet. I'm going to stand so that I can see the edge, and I'm going to line this edge up with the top of my cardstock. Sookwang is very sticky and staticky, so if you mess this up, you've wasted a sheet. So you want to pull back just a little bit of that film so that you can line up that top edge there. Okay, then what I do is I very slowly pull the film back while at the same time I'm pushing it down onto my cardstock. So because I'm doing it this way, I'm not going to get any wrinkles or air bubbles or anything. I'm going to have a perfectly adhered sheet from my Sookwang onto my cardstock. And you always want to do this if you're going to die cut or have a shape of any sort, because if you don't, and I've forgotten to do this sometimes, then the double-sided tape is really flimsy. It has no substance, and you'll end up just making a mess. Okay, so you're just going to smooth that out, and if you want to use your bone folder to make sure you've got out all the wrinkles and bubbles, you can do that as well. So from here, this piece is now ready to go. So then what I do is I keep that piece, and then I cut chunks off of it and use a little bit at a time depending on what shape that I'm using from the peel-offs. So for this one, I'm going to do this flower right here. Okay, so I've got my Sookwang sheet. I can go kind of two different ways. I can take this peel off and just cut out around the outside edge, keeping the peel off stuck to the back of the package, just like that, and then kind of line it up and decide, okay, this is how much I need, and then cut off the Sookwang piece. So now I can keep this for another project, and now this is the piece that I'm going to use. The other way you can do it is just peel this off, and then say if I wanted to do it this way, take the peel off right off. Don't take any of the little background pieces. We don't want any of those. I'm going to peel this off. And now set this aside. Now this is sticky side up and non-sticky side is down. And you can place it onto your Sookwang and then use your scissors and trim around it to see how much of the Sookwang sheet that you need. Okay, so I've done it the other way, and I've already got this piece that's the matching size. So no matter which way you do it, you're going to take the peel off the background just like I did, and then I go like this, and this is my little trick, and I put the peel off on sticky side up. That's why it's sticking to my fingers right now. Okay, and then I take the film, the top layer of the Sookwang sheet, and peel it back, being very careful on this edge here is going to stick to my fingers. Lift that up, okay, Get it off my finger. Now, when I go like this and turn it upside down, the static cling, this is still sticky side up, right? Non-sticky side is static clinging to this film, the Sookwang peeled off paper. So sticky side is right here. So now I'm going to take it and go like this, and now I can see exactly where I'm going to place it onto my double-sided sticky paper. And just rub it down this way. If I was to do it the other way, where I just took a piece of peel off, let's just take this little branch here. And if I go to just take it and put it onto this, and this is just a tiny little piece. Imagine if this was a big image like this flower. And I go with the sticky side up and try to put it onto here, it's going to static cling and grab it. And once it starts to grab it, I have no way of changing it or moving it. Once it's stuck, it's stuck. Like to pull it off is to wreck it. So it's much easier to do it the other way, to put the sticky side up on this, and then the static cling just holds it in place, and then you put it right on like that. Okay, I'm going to peel that off of there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the edge of my piece of film, and I'm just going to keep it here and hold it in the corner so that I can now touch this, and my fingers don't stick to it every single time I go to touch it. Now I'm going to use a piece of paper, and you can use an embossing tray, a powder embossing tray with this. I find glitter sticks so badly to those trays that I've just started using a piece of white paper. And I'm going to take my glitter, and you can use glitter Ritz. That's always a beautiful glitter. It's so fine and silky. You can also use Elizabeth Crafts glitter as well. Beautiful, very fine glitter. This time I'm going to use just the Stupendous Ultra Fine glitter, and I often use this one when I'm just doing white. So I'm going to just sprinkle it right on top of this. Remember, this is all sticky. This is my Sookwang sheet, and it's all sticky. So I'm going to just rub the glitter into there and burnish it. Making sure to burnish really well, because then no glitter will come off later on when you send your card. Some people like me don't mind when they open a card and glitter falls out. Some people do mind. They don't want glitter everywhere. I don't know why that is, because I love glitter, but I guess we are all unique. So here we go. There's our piece. It's all glittered, and now it's not sticky or tacky at all because the glitter is stuck to it. So I'm going to set that glitter aside. And then I wanted to show you, and I don't have the exact same colors, but what I do now from this step is I take Copic markers, or you can use other types of markers. It does not need to be alcohol-based markers. They can be the Tim Holtz or Stampin' Up! Or whatever you've got, and you're going to color them. So I'm just going to do a little bit on the flower so that you can see how easy it is. You are going to get glitter onto the tip of your pen, of your marker, so you can just wipe it off after. So just going to paint it on, just coloring it on like I would with any kind of coloring, and I can do shading as well. So I'll do a little bit of shading here. Another little tip with the coloring is that the pen is quite wet for a while, so you're not going to want to touch this for a couple hours. Just kind of let it sit. Set it aside, let it sit so that it's nice and dry before you start handling it and you don't smudge it. So as you can see, it blends just like Copic markers do on any kind of paper. Well, not any kind of paper, but on paper. So you can see my shading happening there. And I would just continue on and do the green and the rest of the pink. I also wanted to show you the difference here. I put my Sookwang sheet onto a cream piece of paper on the back, and here on this one I put it onto a white piece of paper. So you can actually put that Sookwang sheet onto anything. I've done book pages and patterned paper and all different kinds of things, and then you still put your glitter on top with your peel off. So that's as easy as it is to do peel offs, kind of the step 1 peel off 101. I also wanted to show you just this cute little snowman. So just the black peel off, I put it onto my Sookwang sheet, did the glitter, and then used my pen to color it. This one here, same thing, exact same technique. And this fun one here, this owl. Now this peel off, it actually comes with an extra set of the eyes and the eyebrows, so you can glitter those separately onto your Sookwang sheet, cut them out like I did, and then use some foam squares in underneath there to pop them up and to do the coloring. And my daughter, who was I think about 7 at the time, colored that owl, so she did a pretty great job. So there you go, super fun and easy ways to use peel-offs. I hope you're inspired to create something today. Thank you. Visit our blog, our blog is on our website, scraptherapy.ca, and also our Facebook page, which is Scrap Therapy Prince George. Thank you for watching.